Hey guys, this is Chess Banana. We meet for another episode of the lichess bot series. Our next opponent is Turochamp 2ply. We're going to play in 1510 rated to have sufficient time to choose, but also to verify our moves. Let's go. We have the black pieces, e3. I think e5 is the most logical response. Okay, he's giving me the center. I think I just take it. What's wrong with... I see nothing wrong with d5. Just take the center. Okay, this invites c6, but let's just check. C6 can't be wrong, but is there anything better we can do? Sorry. Okay, c6, no trick with the pin. Knight takes, queen takes. I think c6 it has to be the move. So this invites e4, but then what does he do? He probably just goes back here. And then he's going to aim for moves like this to break my center. So it's not clear I'm achieving as much. Perhaps I've played too many pawn moves and I should focus on development for now. I can play e4 later. Let's start with that. Oh wow, even better now. So now e4 wins a piece. Let's verify. Obviously if he takes, he wins a piece. What are any tricks, any checks, captures he can throw at me? Don't think so. Yeah, no, I think it's clean. No tricks. Okay, so do I have to take immediately or can I insert this? But I have to be careful with this. Yeah, and if I go here, here, and I don't win it, yeah, and I lost a piece effectively. Well, I didn't win the piece I was supposed to win. So I have to take first. So this is logical, developing with tempo. Then where does the queen go? Let's say queen here, here, he has this. I'm not trapping the queen in this line. Now, should we start with this and then threaten this? That is strong because that really traps the queen, but that's assuming he does nothing. Let's say, what can he do? I mean, of course, there are many ways he could get out of the trap. At the very least, he could play a move like this to have this square for the queen. But I think I'm happy with that because this is a developing move. G3 on the other hand, what else could he do? G4. Yeah, I think this is more of a developing move than G3. Yeah, exactly. He plays G3 as expected. So that way there's no, there's no queen trap anymore. But I can still play bishop G4. Yes, it doesn't trap the queen, but it still develops with tempo, so why not? It's just that after I do that, what I like about this move is it puts the queen on an awkward square. Although eventually he'll have ideas of pushing here and regaining perhaps not the center, but pushing my pieces back with tempo. But it's okay. I think bishop g4 and castle is fine, and if he pushes pawns, I can just move back. Yeah, I can just move back here, hitting this. Okay, I'm not gonna win anything, but I'm up a piece. I'm developing with tempo. I think it's important to be realistic and not expect too much. I don't need to do anything fancy. Perhaps I just castle. Mainly I want to avoid any tactical tricks, being up a piece and trying to convert this. Castling, what else is there? Can I do something? I mean, unless I've got something direct that just wins something. Like, could I throw in here? What does this really do? Say he takes and I have a check. He can still block like that. But if there wasn't that, it would be pretty strong. It would be mate, actually. But unfortunately, there is that. Okay. I think I just castle. Okay, as expected, f3. I think this makes sense, hitting this. If he puts the bishop here, I take it. If he puts the pawn here, I think that starts to create a weakness here, maybe. So maybe a move like this to prevent this bishop from developing because it hits this and this. Okay, I think that's fine. What? Okay, this is crazy. He's trying to open the center, which is the exact opposite of what you should be doing when you have your king in the center and not developed. So this should be punishable. But let's not get carried away. Of course, we can just take the pawn. I think that's fine. If he takes, we just eliminate a piece. That's good for us. He probably will take like this, and then we can pile up on this pawn. But then he's got this. I think it will transpose no matter what. We may as well start with this using the pin, because he's got 1, 2, 3 defenders, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers. So he's going to do this. Okay, this, and eventually. Actually, does it really transpose in the previous line? The difference is this one. I think it doesn't quite transpose. There is a slight nuance. If you insert this first, then when you do this, he's got 1, 2, 3 defenders, and I've got 4 attackers. It doesn't mean I win the pawn, because the thing is he's defending it with a pawn, but I'm attacking with a piece. But still, I find this more appealing, perhaps. Okay, I think it's just some finesse here. Probably everything is playable. But let's see, can we just go directly like this? And it looks like we lose a piece, but not quite. Yeah, I think that wins. 94. So let's recalculate. So, okay, so 2 defenders, 2 attackers, and at the end we have rook e8, so I think that just wins. Yeah. Any tricks? Takes, rook e8. No. Okay. That was quite the cleanup. Okay, so what do I do next? Well, I still need to develop my pieces and put my rook in the game. Where should my rook be? This rook should be probably here. I think that's the most logical. And therefore, okay, so the knight obviously has to get out. The queen has to go somewhere else. First, let's start with the queen. Where does the queen go? This, I mean, it prevents the bishop from developing. Why not? This. I'm also eyeing this square. Of course, it's defended, but it also means this bishop has 2 jobs. So this bishop's not going to move anytime soon. I think that's good. This, and then moving the knight and the rook here. Yeah. Any tricks? No. Okay, I think it's a safe move. So knight a6 or d7. So what's the difference? So between a6. So first of all, he's not threatening anything. Just verifying. No tricks. a6 hits this. That's useless. Okay. d7 also hits this, but hits that and that, so it feels more flexible. On the other hand, there is a bit of a weakness if a rook was here. You see this alignment. But I think right now this is okay. You never know. I mean, something like... Yeah, he can never really get a rook here easily. Yeah, I think I should have enough time to... Okay, I should have enough time to move the knight. Okay, I think it's just desperation at this moment. At this point, my opponent's just playing some... Because it's very hard to find moves that don't lose. They just play, you know, seemingly pointless move. I can attack this. I can probably just sack. What if I do this? and just sack here, you know. Bishop for 2 pawns, just clean up the game faster. But before I do that, since he doesn't threaten anything, I think I want to improve my last piece, which is the rook. I don't have to do any fancy stuff. I think this, okay, this is fine. I don't think he can defend this and he cannot push it. This is fine. But what else is there? This, there can be some, no, this I take here. And this is totally winning for sure because I'm hitting this and this. Okay, there's rook c1, but no, knight here. Yeah, I think this, the difference is that I'm hitting this, this, and this. So in a way, it's an improved version. And we saw that bishop e3 is not a threat. Okay, but what does that really do? I mean, sure, it attacks the queen, but I think my queen wants to go here anyway. Now let's see. I can take this one. Okay. I can also do this to make sure the king can't castle, and then take here. And then what? And come back here, maybe? But I think this is more to the point, because here I'm also hitting this square. Okay, honestly, it's hard to say. I think it's just details at this point. Everything is winning. Shouldn't overthink this. Okay, this is a fork on the knight. Oh, sorry, on the king and the rook. So that's what I'm seeing. Obviously, it's not possible because it's defended, but let's play with the move order. What if we do this, this, this? So we got 2 pawns for the bishop. That's -1. But then we win an exchange. That's +2. So even on paper, materially, it's +1 of material, but also I think we simplify a lot. We open the king, so it's got to be strong. So we have to start this way, yeah? Okay, let's make sure before we get carried away that there are no annoying intermediate moves, such as bishop takes. Yeah, actually that refutes the entire line. This is so annoying. Yeah, bishop takes g3, bishop takes e4. What is my follow-up? I can take here, and I got 2 pawns for the piece, and then he has to move this one somewhere, let's say here. But then I go back here for the kill. Okay, I think this is a bit complicated. We don't need to be that fancy. To this, he can bail. There. But it's check, and I think he dies in this line for sure, because it's check and this hangs. So I think this wins on the spot, despite that resource, because we just continue. There's no rook takes. We continue, and it's his turn to play, and he's gonna have to defend. If he tries to defend the bishop, the point is we go back here and he dies with the pin on e3. Okay, let's do the flashy one. Oh, he doesn't even take. Okay. So that's really boring. Our opponent's not even testing us. Obviously, the more testing line was bishop takes e4. So, queen checks. This, well, this and this. Queen here. So this doesn't quite win because it's defended. This, okay. Okay. I think, yeah, one thing worth noting is this is only defended by the king. So if I could separate the king from the bishop. So this, if he blocks like this, I win it with this pawn. Okay, use the pin. So, and if he moves the king away, of course I win this. So he has to move the king here, but then he gets into another pin, and boom. and he loses the piece. So I think this one is quite a precise way to force the win of a piece. Let's just check. No tricks. No tricks. Okay, we win it. Okay, fine. Even better if we win 2 pieces. Let's just avoid any stalemate tricks. So this. I think that's going to be a mating sequence. Let's not forget we're in a back rank mate ourselves, so if he puts a rook on the 8th rank, we just die. So is there a way for him to do that? No. I think we don't need to... On the other hand, I think it's good practice to learn to de-risk the position first, rather than trying to, even though it wasn't necessary, rather than trying to win in the most precise way, remove the risk. You know, it's simple. That way I know I cannot lose. It's impossible to lose this. The only way to lose is the back rank, and there's no back rank, so simple. Of course I can win a pawn, I can win all the pawns, I can... so many ways to win this. I think I want to go for checkmate, so this probably I need to use the rook. It's just that this, that wins. Yeah, I think that just wins. Yeah. So I could push here to threaten that. What else can I do? This, he has to go here if he doesn't want to lose the rook, but then this, and he dies. I mean, yeah, there's so many ways for him to die. Let's start with this one. And the checkmate is coming here. Okay. So let's see what Stockfish thinks about this game. Yeah, I think we played relatively clean because our opponent didn't make it difficult for us, so we didn't really have any hard tactical problems to solve. Yeah, okay, and as a result, you see 0 inaccuracies, 98% accuracy, but don't forget, this is just the result of an opponent that put no pressure on us and essentially just, yeah, let us do whatever we wanted.